I am Marasav, Queen of the Reef. I once made a great sacrifice to protect humanity from the Hive. I lost everything. My fleet. My brother. My people's very way of life. I watched the dreaming city fall into ruin. Desecrated by Oryx. Cursed by Savathun. Now I've returned to retake this sacred place, to finally wrest it free from the Hive's claws. Although you have taken things near and dear to me as well. You have also learned that your list of enemies need not be so broadly defined. Today we are afforded a unique opportunity. The road ahead of us is fraught with perilous choices, Guardian. Choose wisely.
Old friend, it is an honor to fly alongside you, though our mission is grim. Ikora issued an order for Osiris's arrest. She has questions about his involvement in Lakshmi's attack on the Elitsni. I volunteered to collect him from the Dreaming City, where he now hides. No one will touch Osiris until I know the truth. He has acted rashly in the past, but I have never seen him willingly endanger the city. Something is wrong. I have felt it for some time now. He is distant. Help me bring him home.
I am making way through the opposite flank from you. The Hive are swarming. We will be as the mighty crabs of old and pincer them. Break their lines and meet me at Osiris' signal. Geppetto says there's another ghost nearby. Lightbearer, reveal yourself.
That would be me.
What are you doing here, poor brother? Did Zavala not send you away?
Osiris called me for help. With all these Hive around, I can see why. This reeks of Xivu Arath.
He called you? No, go home. This is not your fight to take. It is mine.
You can't keep him in a cage, Saint. You're not the only one who cares about him.
Lectures? You know nothing. Osiris is not himself, and I will be the one to bring him back.
Still fumbling around in the overworld, old light? There's an awoken device near you. It should let you slip into the Ascendant Plane and get you closer to Osiris.
Croagnak used them to hide from Ratmore.
Stalk. We were stalking, not hiding.
Taken portals, awoken dimensions. Fine. Go, Guardian. Take the crow's path.
The Ascendant Plane should skirt you past the Hive's barricades. Just be sure to mind the Taken. Word to the wise. Bringing down Quria left the Taken rattled. I don't think Savathun has control of them anymore.
No matter. My bullets do not know the difference. beacon signals falling on you.
A big Wrathborn headed your way too.
Be brave. Osiris is not far ahead. I am not far ahead of you, Guardian. We converge on Osiris' signal.
Then we'll see each other soon. Crow out.
Whatever happens, friend, we cannot lose him. Even if I do not understand, I must believe his actions have purpose.
I had hoped you'd find your way back.
I'm a bit lost, actually. But this feels familiar. Do I know you?
Osiris? You must come home. Answer for what you have done. The Vanguard will show mercy.
Yes. Ikora and Commander Zavala are nothing if not generous. Queen Mara. Look how they've welcomed the crow into their flock.
It isn't too late. You can still be forgiven.
Be careful. I'll hold you to it.
No!
Where is Osiris?
Lower your weapons. Osiris still lives.
You trust this thing?
This thing and I have come to an agreement. You need only cooperate.
What is it?
I am Savathun, the Witch Queen, sister of shapes, deepest in the Hive Coven, etc., etc. My sister Zivor Rath hunts me on behalf of another. I wish only to be free, and Mara Sav has graciously agreed to help.
And Osiris?
Sweet that you should care, little bird. I have been Osiris for as long as you have known him. But rest assured, I will return him safely to you, in exchange for your assistance.
Queen of lies! Pray this is the one time you are telling truth. The Vanguard must know what has happened here. Stay, Guardians. I will go.
Someone once told me that the line between light and dark is very thin. Walk it alongside me. For Osiris. This will guide you. A powerful relic of Awoken design. Take it and return to your helm. Approach, Guardian. Believe me when I tell you that I did not know of Savathun's deception until she arrived in the Dreaming City. She offered me a bargain. If I exercise her worm, she will release Osiris and help us defeat the Black Fleet. I recognize the risk. Her inevitable betrayal is all but a guarantee. But without her worm, Savathun is vulnerable, unprotected by the security of her throne world. Mortal. To separate Savathun from the parasite inside her, I need Techeuns, skilled awoken mystics. Few still live. Most were lost, guiding my return to the Dreaming City when Xivu Arath ambushed us. But I can still feel their minds. The mystic compass you hold will reveal pathways to each lost Techeun. Relight the pathways of the Ascendant Plane, and guide my people back to me. My wrath, Petra Venj, will brief you further.
Queen Mara has already told you we must recover our lost Techeuns in order to free Savathun from her servitude to the worm gods. I will tell you how. Imagine the universe as a set of coins, stacked one on top of the other. The top coin is our reality. The bottom, the Ascendant Plane. Between them lies an intermeshing of ever-shifting pathways known as ley lines. Almost all the ancient pathways are now defunct, but beings of paracausal ability can navigate and rebuild them. This is the art of wayfinding. We know our lost Techeuns are stranded somewhere among the ley lines, and they're leaving us markers to follow. I'm forwarding you the coordinates to the first marker. It should tell us which ley line to look in. Then we'll use the blind well to tear open a rift and send you through to find them. Xivu Arath is desperate to capture her sister. Her forces, which now include the Taken, will attempt to stop you at every turn. Listen, I know your crow intends to accompany you. Mara also wants him close. Our Techeuns went to retrieve Queen Mara on my orders. This can't fail. Not because of him.
Behind the curtain of the universe lies the Ascendant Plane. Here, causality meets consciousness, and worlds are born. Go. Find our lost Techeuns and bring them home.
Beacon ahead. Be cautious. The beacon is aligned. Get ready for an attack. Be mindful when navigating for the beacons, Guardian, lest you wind up lost as well. Beacon aligned. They'll have felt that. Be ready. Last beacon aligned. Be ready for anything. It's done. The beacons are in alignment, and Xivu Arath's forces are in retreat. Let's bring our lost sister home.
This place is a maze.
Which is why we establish guides, lanterns, beacons.
Geppetto tells me these are, nodes, and that they are connected.
Yes, by ley lines. They're like primordial currents you can navigate between worlds.
I see. Places share memories, have relationships. Just like us, they have seen so much.
Something like that.
I am at your mercy, Guardian. This construct protects me from those who wish me harm, from my worm's hunger. But it is a prison, too. Quite elegant, don't you think? I have only one regret, and that is how long it took me to reveal myself to you. I see your synapses firing. A specimen scarred by skepticism. They call me a liar, but we share mutual interests, you and I. If you believe anything I tell you, believe in that. Now, let me show you a different interpretation of the truth. Who is Savathun, you ask? You already know. Oh, guardian mine. I am your friend. I tried to protect you from the Black Fleet. You called it interference. Don't worry. I was not offended. Instead, I found a form more pleasing to your eyes. Osiris was lost. Lightless. I saved him from Xivu Arath and assumed his shape so I could guide your victory against her. I ferried the reborn prince to your city so he could be redeemed. I protected Zavala from Kaido's ambitions, ending a war before it could even begin. I delivered the House of Light on its knees to Ikora. I unmasked the enemies lurking inside your city's walls and destroyed them. You may disagree with my methods, but you can't argue with results. I am no villain, and you are no hero. We are paracausal.
This is my fault. I invited her in. I convinced Zavala that we needed Osiris by our side. The dark pit looked back every time I met his eyes, and I told myself it was his grief. Savathun knew she could use that. The city is the last place Xivu Arath would have searched for her. Now, Saint is tearing the system apart, looking for the real Osiris. You and Crow will need to take point with the Awoken. I don't like it, but he wants to help, and he's earned some trust. It's his decision. We're in a downpour of revelation. I've been trying to analyze every drop of information, as if I could isolate them before they're washed away. There's so much I need to reevaluate, so much I need to do. Interrogate the Witch Queen while we have a captive audience. Our enemies often flirt with arrogance when they believe they've won. See if she'll let her true intentions slip.
I know you have reservations about my arrangement with Savathun. I feel it in your heart. For all her clever machinations, the Witch Queen did not anticipate your success in stopping Quria or the Endless Night. Her schemes unravel, and now she needs my protection from Xivu Arath, from the Worm Gods, from you. I have already learned much by observation. The Taken pursued her here. Taken she once controlled. Taken that now serve a new master. Or, if Savathun is to be believed, their original master. Not her brother, Oryx, but something far older. She fears it. It commands Xivu Arath to conquer the Ascendant space surrounding the Dreaming City, to use the Taken in her campaign against us. For now, Savathun claims that without the Taken, she cannot break the curse she placed on the Dreaming City. She thinks she can entice me with these half-truths and secret temptations, but she underestimates the lengths to which I will go to correct the past. Your compass was made in the distributary to guide those who departed. If Xivu Arath were to control it, nothing would stop her army from flooding the city.
I heard so many stories about the Scorn during my time with Spider, but never how they came to be.
How things came to be is less important than accepting them for what they are.
It pains me to say it, but we need to target the ether coming from the servitors. It's better off destroyed than in the hands of the Scorn.
I know it's hard to destroy good ether when the House of Light goes hungry, but sacrifices must be made. Mithrax Kell would understand. The Taken are mounting another attack. Push them back before they get entrenched, Guardian.
Does this ever end? Do Guardians really spend all their time going from one fight to the next?
That's the job, Crow. Most of the Vanguard leadership has been at it for centuries.
No wonder Saladin is so jaded.
The strongest Taken yield their essences. Retrieve them to close the rifts. Good work, Guardian. Paracausal energy readings are back to nominal levels. The Taken energy has dissipated. For now. I sense a Scorn closing in. Retrieve your compass and prepare for battle.
Xivu Arath will stop at nothing to destroy her sister. Hard to believe siblings could harbor that much hatred for each other.
Our loved ones inspire us, but that inspiration takes many forms. Not all of them positive.
The Elixni have a saying. The friendly knife is sharpest. Maybe that's true.
I think so. We can ask Osiris about it when we find him.
Journey forth, Guardian, and be bold. I'm noticing dimensional distortions in your ghost's readings. A beacon should be nearby.
aligned the beacon. Clear out that opposition so it can do its job.
Now we know what Xivu Arath was planning for her Wrathborn armies. She intends to conquer the Ascendant Plane.
I'm detecting beacon alignment, but there are enemies closing on your position. Aligned. I'm detecting severe paracausal emanations in your vicinity. Get ready. Well done. We've detected the Lost Techian's location through the beacon network. Bring her home.
The pieces of the moon drifting in this realm. They all seem to be footholds for Xivu Arath's forces.
Indeed, the Hive God of War has been aggressively sweeping up territory and crashing it into the borders of our own domain. Not entirely unlike a Hive war moon, hollowed out and thrust into a conflict.
A staging ground for this invasion?
Possibly. Or more likely, an invasion yet to come.
I knew you'd be back. I'm so glad we get to talk. You and that charming little ghost of yours, you're not like the rest. You're not afraid of my words. Words are just thoughts given shape. Ideas emerging into the physical world, birthed by a mouth. Not good or evil, not light or dark, or this or that. And you understand, don't you? Despite the excruciatingly binary worldview of those around you. You don't have to say it. We've all heard it before. The line between light and dark is so very thin. As if you were incapable of lifting your eyes from a scroll of chalk on the ground. The traveler in the light near one foot, your old enemies and the darkness at the other. Let me tell you a secret. If you ever want to see what's been watching you since the very beginning, just stand on that line and look up.
We awoken were born of light and dark. Our perspective on the universe is a complex one. The light is not inherently good, as your warlords of the Dark Age so clearly demonstrated. In spite of Zavala's preconceptions, darkness is not inherently evil. Some among you already discovered this on Europa. In my travels, I have seen true evil. It is the worm gods that the Hive serve. It is the Black Fleet, waiting to strike. It is the entity that commands them all. The voice in the darkness. These creatures are not evil because they wield darkness. They are evil because, like Savathun and Xivu Arath, they are cruel, hateful things with no regard for the lives of others. Some might say that includes me as well. I will let history be the judge of my guilt. Before that judgment is cast, I will see my Techeuns returned. Perhaps with them I can save us all.
This place has such a unique vibration. The air hums with energy.
The paracausal forces that converge here are mighty. They will increase as you open more ley lines.
So, Pro, I heard you disobeyed a direct order from the Vanguard when you first pursued Osiris here.
Sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. Besides, the Vanguard isn't always right.
Is that so?
Zavala told me to stand down when Mithrax brought House Light to the city. But if I'd been there, I won't make the same mistake twice.
You sound like Lord Saladin.
Once more, we part the curtain of reality, and you step beyond.
Beacon aligned. They'll have felt that. Be ready.
I wonder if the Scorn's presence here has anything to do with Callus's horrific experiments aboard the Glykon.
I'm detecting beacon alignment, but there are enemies closing on your position. Final beacon is alive. I'm detecting severe paracausal emanations in your vicinity. Get ready. Excellent work, Guardian. We couldn't have done it without you.
Why are we working with Savathun? Is it the trick where we lie and kill her instead?
Because sometimes you have to take risks to do what's important. Like stopping Xivu Arath.
And save Osiris, yes. You trust her?
I don't know. Maybe. I want to. I don't suppose you've tried beating his location out of her?
No one lets me get close enough to do so, but I will keep trying.
Osiris was like family to me.
You've never even met him.
I know. Just let me speak to Savathun, please.
No. I won't give that witch another chance to dig her claws into you.
Maybe she's right, Crow.
You know I am. Savathun is already in your head. You're a liability to the mission.
Why do you have such a problem with me, Petra? 5 minutes, that's all I'm asking.
The Queen of the Reef forbids it.
Well, I don't take commands from the Queen of the Reef.
Savathun unraveled the Dreaming City with a single wish. I've spent years trying to contain that mistake. Better men than you died because of it.
To my ear, it sounds like you're the liability. Maybe your queen's trust in you was misplaced. A knife against a hunter? I'd be more careful who you pick fights with.
Another step, and my Corsairs will have to prepare you a second grave.
Save it for the Hive, both of you. This isn't getting us anywhere. Thank you. We could all probably use a minute to cool off. Oh no.
Keep both eyes on that one.
You can't stop the inevitable. No one can. Though Petra Venj seems perfectly willing to try. I've always sympathized with Crow, you know. All the kind words I shared with him as Osiris were sincere. I know what it's like to be in exile. To be hated for things outside of your control. It would be better for Crow if we talked. I want to explain why I did what I did. I want him to know that my affection is true, because the less he knows, the more vulnerable he is. Doomed to be strung along by false promises from supposed benefactors. But then again, I'm the one trapped in the crystal prison. What do I know?
Venj thinks I'm vulnerable, and I'm supposed to just take a seat? Like I was the only one fooled by Savathun wearing Osiris' skin? You'd known him far longer than I thought I had, but I don't see her forbidding you from speaking to her. Because it's not about me. It's about who I was, isn't it? Every time the Vanguard tells me that things will get better, I thank them. As if it's a privilege not to be beaten to death. Our past lives aren't supposed to matter. I'm beginning to wonder why I'm the only Guardian being judged by mine. No more apologies. No more creeping around on eggshells. I deserve an audience with Savathun. I deserve to know how much of what she told me as Osiris was a lie. I deserve answers.
I don't need to be Marasov to see into your mind, Guardian. You think I'm making a mistake. You think I barred Crow out of pettiness. I won't say I didn't recommend it, but it was the Queen's order, for his own safety. I see Prince Uldren's arrogance in him, his desire to please. He's vulnerable. Uldren and your Crow are echoes of each other. Surely you can see that. They share kindred weaknesses. Savathun will exploit them again if we let her. But with Mara back, I can finally see the end approaching. It's been a long time coming. There are still Techeuns in need of your strength. I wish I could fill their place, but this must be how things are. I'm here if you need me.
Each ascendant beacon you reawaken reclaims a road once lost to me, broadens my sight. But my realm still aches. Savathun has done so much to destroy everything my people worked for. She stole my brother from me, twisted his mind, and delivered him to his executioners. Then she had the audacity to steal him from the Traveler, manipulate him, and lead him back home. It is strange, having him here. And yet not. Crow is a wounded bird, flinching away from me, so much like Uldren, but lost without a guiding hand. Do you understand why I forbade him from speaking with Savathun? This reunion is such cruel kindness. I will find a way to repay her for it. And you will continue to bring me the Techians I need to do so. The compass points unerringly to your goals and clears obstacles from your path by the strength of your will. It will discover our lost Techians when you will it.
I don't care what Marasov thinks. This feels like it might be a bad idea.
I'm worried too, but she has all the leverage. Without her, Osiris, the real Osiris, may be lost forever.
If he isn't already dead.
We need to have hope. Otherwise, I don't know what Saint has left.
Once more, we part the curtain of reality, and you step beyond. Taken infestations, spreading like a cancer through the ley lines. These need to be cleared. The source of this corruption is at hand. Find it, and destroy it. These wells once served as springs of ascendant energy, used by our Techians to sculpt structures such as this. Now they are barren parodies of their once noble purpose. One day, perhaps, they will shine again. Defiled by their presence. See that the orb they stole is returned to the mausoleum beneath the cathedral. This mausoleum is a memorial to a Techian, Mallory, the first wayfinder to traverse this ley line. Like a star burning in the blackness of space, a beacon for others, aspirational. But it was her insatiable curiosity that took her life when she ventured into the Black Garden against my wishes, and never returned.
Based on this latest expedition, Xivu Arath's forces appear to have gathered their strength.
Xivu Arath's title as the Hive God of War is no mere gilding. She earned it. She is a strategist and tactician. Her sister may be known for her cunning, but there is more at work here than a sword's edge.
I've been thinking about family quite a bit. What with all the spare time I have. It might surprise you to hear, but everything my siblings and I have done has been for each other. Even though the Vanguard isn't quite the same, they're no different at heart. You'd do anything for your family, chosen or otherwise. Go to any lengths to avenge them. Look at the Crow and Queen Mara. Siblings, bonded by cosmic fate, forever orbiting one another like binary stars. Mara reminds me of my sister. She's afraid. Holding on so tightly because she can't bear to lose one more thing. But we all have to let go. When I am separated from my worm, I'll be separated from Xivu Arath too. And then my sister will be alone. The last of us. But as much as I care for her, I cannot stay like this.
We are surrounded. A ring of spears pointing inward from the edges of our system. The Black Fleet could have destroyed us, and yet they have waited. Why? Savathun knows more than she lets on. It is the only reason she still lives, and she is keenly aware of that fact. It is why Xivu Arath pursues her so relentlessly. For Xivu Arath answers to the same entity as the Black Fleet. We must uncover whatever secrets she knows with the time that we have. I must reiterate, she will try to betray us. It is all that a wretched, self-serving creature like Savathun knows how to do. She needs me to free herself of her worm, but after that, the blind well requires alignment. As you rescue my remaining Techians, continue your audiences with her. How did Mies Rex put it? We must all learn to live alongside our monsters. Though I suppose he never said for how long. Xivu Arath must be terrified of what Savathun might say.
She's not the only one. I sense the same fear from you.
Now that we have a moment to pause, I would like to apologize for Crow's behavior. He should not have tried to gain access to Savathun.
I see my brother's boyish antics in his every move. He is a familiar pain.
He's also an outstanding guardian. His willingness to sacrifice himself to stop Xivu Arath, to save Zavala.
He is as brave as he is frustrating.
That he is.
Once more, we part the curtain of reality, and you step beyond.
I've never seen the Taken, Scorn, and Hive coordinate like this before. It's troubling.
A Hive ritual. See that it is undone, Guardian. I sense other wizards somewhere beyond the portals maintaining this ritual. They must be stopped. Sought to create a breachway between this realm and Xivu Arath's throne world? I am uncertain such a ritual could have succeeded. Xivu Arath must be desperate to stop Savathun. How unfortunate for her. A Hive fortress turned prison now opens its gates to you. When the Hive first invaded this realm, we imprisoned their undying emissary beneath this tower. Now you will do what we could not. The Hive infest the Ascendant Plane like termites in rotting wood, spreading out from the borders of their progenitors' throne worlds. To end the Hive, you must end them at their source, for without the worm gods, they are as fragile as glass. Hagen, Scorn, the Hive. Our true enemies aligned to a spearhead to halt our rescues of the Techians.
No mention of House Salvation or the Cabal?
House Salvation is in ruins. You saw to that. As for the Cabal, I am not worried about Empress Keitel. She and I will see eye to eye one day. But Callus...
I agree. Callus is a problem. We should discuss what the Vanguard found aboard the Glykon. In private.
You were kind to me. I thought you were my friend.
Am I not?
You lied to me!
I helped you break Xivu Arath's hold on the shore, brought you to the last city, offered you guidance.
Stop.
If that's what you want.
I want the truth.
I was kind to you because I wanted to be. Because the truth hurts. You know this better than anyone. Shrinking away from the rumors of the man you used to be.
I'm not him.
How can you say that when you don't even know who he is? If the truth is what you really want, then lay your hand on me.
Crow, don't. Please.
See? Even your ghost thinks you're better off in the dark.
Crow, don't. Don't come any closer. What did you show him?
Everything.
No, wait! You hurt him.
Someone had to. Better for it to have come from a friend. Don't give me that look. I told you that you can't stop the inevitable. Deep down, Crow wanted to know. He was going to find out one way or another, Guardian taboos or no. You should thank me. Just imagine if it had come from someone with bad intentions. Someone who could have colored the truth about how he died to turn him against you. Against the Traveler. But I would never do such a thing. I see too much of myself in him. We were both looking for our purpose. Now that the Crow has found his as a Guardian, he can see it for what it truly is. A second chance. Something to reflect on. If people didn't want him to know, was it to protect Crow from himself? Or was it to protect themselves from Crow? I do so enjoy our talks.
Uldren Sov, awoken prince, brother to the queen, murderer. Now I know the man I was. And you. I'm sorry. You did what you had to do. I don't think I would have told me either. Savathun's visions were like a waking dream. I could feel the heat of the flames, taste the blood in my mouth. I saw everything he did through his eyes. You're afraid of who I used to be, that he'll come back somehow. I am too. So I've asked Ikora to put me on another assignment. One where I can be somewhere I know my choices are my own. Tell Mara. Tell her whatever you want. I'll see you again when I'm ready.
When I first saw Crow, I looked into his mind. I did not see my brother's memories. Savathun dredged them from a place beyond my grasp when she revealed his past life to him. She suspects I do not mean to let her live once the separation ritual is complete, and is testing our patience. Perhaps she means only to hurt me. The risk of her cunning is too great, no matter her intentions. Until the conditions are right for us to exorcise her worm, I am restricting all access to Savathun. I will, however, afford you one last meeting to conclude your investigations before I seal her away. Steel your mind when you face her, Guardian. The Witch Queen is no less dangerous now than she has ever been. We have one last Techion to locate. Go forth.
Your compass's work is almost done. We need to defend the Blind Well for just a while longer. And then Savathun will kneel before the one true Queen of the Reef. The coming attack could destabilize the Blind Well's energy regulation system. If we lose the regulators, there's no telling how the Blind Well will react, or how Xivu Arath will take advantage.
Xivu Arath is sending in Taken as shock troops, and holding Hive forces in reserve.
She hopes that the Taken will destabilize the Blind Well enough for a full invasion.
The Taken are fleeing. I feel the tears in this reality slowly beginning to mend. But this will not be their last trespass. We must remain vigilant.
Crow, this is Ikora. Do you copy?
I'm sorry, Ikora, but Crow would prefer to be alone right now.
I understand. Every Guardian wrestles with their past in their own way. And Crow has more to wrestle with than most. Don't worry.
I am worried. Even if he eventually accepts who he was, I may never regain his trust.
Oh, Glint. You're his new family. Family always comes around. Eventually.
Your trespass beyond the veil brings you closer to victory. Both mine and yours.
The Guardian is reporting in that we've made more progress in the Ascendant Plane. Have there been any notable changes in the Dreaming City, my queen?
None. The Witch Queen stirs from time to time, but has remained silent. She can sense my ire. She is reveling in it. But I will let her have this small victory.
Preparations for Savathun's exorcism are underway, but the ritual can't begin without a cosmic alignment. It will take time. I want to express my gratitude for saving our new coven of Techians. They are young, with many years left to train. You've preserved their potential. Thank you. I tried to do the same for Crow, even if it pains my queen to see him leave. It's hard to imagine there's a safer place for him than at her side, but this is for the best. You saw what Savathun did to him. She could do more. Prince Uldren and I were friends once, you know. In our own strange way. I still think about him all the time. The sound of that gunshot. He's free now. To find his way between the stars. If only we could all be so lucky.
I've been keeping tabs on you. Your victories against my sister. The mess you've made of the Ascendant Plane while you rescued your third-string witches. Delightful to see so many working towards a common goal, isn't it? I'm glad I can again be the catalyst that brings humanity and the reef together. It's a pity Mara Sov doesn't see it that way. Her face is a perfect porcelain mask. But look behind her eyes, and you can see the incandescent rage burning within. She's very upset with me. This will be our last talk until the day of the ritual, O Guardian Mine. Now that Mara Sov's coven is assembled, the only thing left to do is to keep Xivu Arath from ruining things while the ley lines fall into position. This may take some time, but I have waited millennia to be free. I can hold out for just a little bit longer. Farewell. For now.
The time is at hand. The beacons shine bright and the ley lines are set in place. My Techians are prepared to perform the ritual that will separate Savathun from her worm. Although she claims she will help us in our fight against the Black Fleet and the entity that commands it, she cannot be trusted. You have coaxed enough information from her for my purposes. I will do what must be done. But know that Xivu Arath won't let her sister, or her sister's worm, go without a fight. I call on you once more, Guardian. Your knack for violence is needed. Make your final preparations and head to the Dreaming City. We will see you when you arrive.
Guardian, thanks to your efforts, my coven is reassembled. Once the blind well is prepared, the ritual to exorcise Savathun's worm will begin.
The Hive are disrupting the alignment of the blind well. Realign the beacons to activate the ley line network. That's the first beacon activated. 2 more to go. The ley lines are conjoining. 1 beacon to go.
The ley lines thrum with energy. All is in readiness. Assemble in my spire for the ritual. After millennia of insatiable destruction, they are powerless against my retribution.
This is Xivu Arath's last chance to capture Savathun. She's dispatching all local forces to the Spire. Use the teleporters to join us as soon as you can. Corsairs to me! Fall back to the entrance! Hold this line to the last soldier! For the reef! Guardian, with the ley lines activated, Xivu Arath's forces are pouring in from the Ascendant Plane. We're being overrun. Break through the hive lines. Reinforcements have arrived. Rally, Reefborn! Get to the hive!
Guardian, commune with us. The ritual is about to begin.
Osiris admired your patience. But you look antsy to me. Having doubts?
Doubt is a useful tool, but double-edged. Do not let it lead you astray.
Ah!
Leave him be, and keep to your promises, or I'll let him drag you into Xivu Arath's waiting jaws.
And then she would swallow you as well. Why must we threaten each other?
I am merely clarifying my intent. It is time. Yalaya, Sajari, Austin, and Savathun. We are sisters of circumstance, bonded by fate. Open those bonds to each other. Become one. Expel the parasite from our collective. This moment is simply the strike of a match. The fires we light here will burn long after. Be ready.
Large concentrations of Xivu Arath's forces are closing in on our position. Protect the queens.
None shall enter!
Xivu Arath's forces are converging on your position. Defend Queen Mara and the Techians until the ritual is complete.
I feel my sister bearing down on you.
Your family is tenacious, if nothing else.
No more than yours.
My brother spent years suffering punishment for the path you made him walk. Finally, justice finds its mark. Let this be the end of it.
Thank you.
Plans are fickle things. Two can view the same events and predict entirely different outcomes. I was outmaneuvered, and Savathun slipped through my fingers. I was sure that this path, these actions were absolute. But change is a prolonged effort. It requires application of steady pressure. There will always be backslides. Do not lose the summit in the climb. After Saint 14 returned Osiris to your tower, my Techians verified his identity. Savathun upheld her end of the bargain. And she did not escape unscathed. Her worm is mine. It will grant many insights, I am sure. The curse on the dreaming city can yet be broken. Go home, Guardian. Prepare for what is inevitably to come.
Osiris lives. Thank you, friend. Savathun tried to bury him, to use him like currency for bargaining. She wore his face and spoke with his voice, but they were not his words. I did not believe the Witch Queen would hold to her promise. I thought I would never see him again. He is lost in sleep. Without the light, it is difficult to know if he will recover. But he is safe. I need time, Guardian. I will see to Osiris's care. When he awakens, I want my face to be the first he sees. Perhaps I will joke that now we are even. Savathun has many enemies, but she has never faced Saint 14. We will find her, and this time, it is her who will be buried.
What happened?
Savathun happened. The Techians believe she enacted a contingency spell the moment the crystal shattered. She transposed herself with another subject marked with a matching hive rune. Osiris.
Is he alive?
He is. Very weak, but alive. The Techians have confirmed his identity. It's Osiris. No tricks.
Do you have any idea where Savathun is now?
We do not. She could be anywhere. If it's any consolation, we do have one thing.
What's that?
We have Osiris. In a way, Savathun kept her word. To the letter.
I'll be sure to send her my thanks.